Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. This video here, I would like to share with you some of the best pullback stock that we can spot this week, and hopefully with this setup over here, we're able to continue to monitor further next week, and hopefully you have a pretty good result for us. Okay, so this video I would like to share with you some of the steps as well on how to actually look for a good pullback stock and some of the things that I think you should avoid. Okay, by if let's say you want to search for pullback setups. Okay, now for members, I think last week or I think this week during our weekly member training, I think I have discussed some of the pullback setups, and I think you can go back to the weekly member training video tutorial to watch. And normally for me, I would like usually I will go for this 18LC screener to look for my trading idea. So of course, some of the our friends in YouTube here, you probably can look for widespread candles and high volume to look for the pullback setup. Okay, so normally I come to this 18LC screener. I will go back to like past few days ago and see whether the pullback is forming after a few days, or is the pullback form in a healthy ways or not. Now, for me, I kind of like NTPM overall. I will share with you three counters here today. And again, in this video here, I'm not definitely not doing any buy call. Please, if you want to do any entry exit strategy, make sure you got your own trading plan. Now, before I move further, right? So one of the very important thing is that again, we want to check the healthiness of the pullback. So again, for members, please go back to the weekly member trainings video to watch again. Now, what I mean by unhealthy pullback is that normally after a big line change or widespread by high volume, we don't want to see an immediate uptrust high volume. So normally if I see this immediate uptrust high volume, most probably the market will fail, or maybe sometimes they make a big wash. Usually in this case over here, I would like to monitor a few more days to ensure that there is a couple of sound strength is happening around the support areas before I want to look for the entry. Okay, so this video we want to look for something that is straightforward. When you see it, you know what you should do. Now, first of all, I got NTPM. Now, this is a counters that pretty boring overall. I think not much people pay attention towards it, especially lately after the big distribution. But what I kind of like about NTPM right now is that they actually, if you look into the market stages overall, they are making a pretty nice shakeout at the bottom. Okay, and of course, the green pentagon actually helps to for us to identify the bullishness of the stocks coming back. Okay, and we got also two LC with increasing volume. The next thing is that you notice that there's no uptrust even happening, okay, in NTPM, and followed by double low volume. Of course, today, by the time I'm doing this video here, current is still 10:30. Okay, the volume current is still low, but we want to monitor until the end of the day. So usually in this case here, I would like to see several days, okay, 1 or 2 days. Sorry, not 1 or 2 days, 2 to 3 days, okay, to ensure that the volume is dry ups, the sell is getting lesser. Now, moving on into the hourly chart right now. So we got the uptrust high volume, so definitely making a small resistance. Now, the spring in this morning here will helps, okay, to see whether the support will build around this area or not. Okay, so probably this is a few areas is good for you to continue to monitor. Okay, the uptrust area and the spring area. Now, the second counters that definitely is coming more slightly better in terms of sectors. Okay, this is Uzma under energy sectors. So again, if we zoom up right now, we do see there's a big distribution happening at the left hand side, and subsequently higher volume turning in, but fail to make a follow through because of the big distribution. And now seems like they are slowly going into sideways accumulation. Now the volume here is not that fantastic yet, okay, but I think if you want to do for short-term trading, going to the resistance area, I think it's still quite possible. Again, if you decide want to enter, make sure you got your own stop loss and TP. Okay, we are definitely not doing any buy call here. Now, few things here I found very interesting at this moment is that again green parent turn, okay, showing some sign of bullishness coming in, and of course the market stages tends to be become better. Okay, now normally I don't like to trade when the green pentagon, okay, is happening right exactly at this bad market stage, which is the downtrending areas, because sometimes the pullback might be weak, the rebound might be weak, or sometimes it show a false breakout. Now over here, you'll notice that the red turns to be slightly smaller, okay, which means that the sellers probably is weakening, okay, and maybe they are begins to do some accumulation. Now the LC here serves a very good support area after the green pentagon, and of course we got a good sound strength with a spring as well. Okay, so like I say, volume is not that fantastic yet, but if let's say I can hit on the top of this resistance here, you got almost 15%. If you are entering today, okay, you still got around 13 to 14% to go. Okay, so again, that's just an estimation, right? So last one before we go is that Muhiba. Okay, I think they're also turning uh, into a very good setups, okay, for short term wise. Okay, long term wise, if you notice, they are still in a pretty much like a downtrend here. So market stage is still pretty weak, okay, on the left hand side, but definitely it's getting smaller, which means maybe they are start to go into the accumulation. Now we got high volume over here. Now this is similar like back holding. Sorry, not back holding. This is more like cumulative volume to change the trend or direction. So a gap here serves as a temporary support, okay, and looks like again you can actually aim for them to look for to retry, okay, on the previous resistance. Okay, so again, if you're entering today to the resistance, pure resistance, this is again a lot to give you around like 15 to 16%. Okay, so again, this is just a quick videos, okay, about pullback setups, okay, on usually how I look into it. A few things, green panda and line changes, things I'm looking into, that I'll monitor for a few days, make sure there's no weaknesses, and best it come with sound strength. Like today, Muhiba looks like got a first sound strength coming in. Okay, sometime I will check in the hourly chart as well. Now, if you love this video and if you like what we do, okay, so far in this YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the like buttons for us. Okay, so with this, thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video.